5-Star Wrestling Podcast.
5-Star Wrestling Podcast. Eddie, Juicy Josh in the afterman. Death. You're killing. The man of the hour knows. 5-Star Wrestling Podcast.
Welcome everybody to the 31st episode of 5-Star Wrestling Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Eddie Valiant, and with me,
Bodacious Bodie.
that's right, Bodacious Bodie's in the house.
Hello.
And who else is with me?
Devin.
Not Devin, it's Juicy Josh.
Oh, I forgot my name. My bad.
Anyways, we've got quite the interesting show for you guys. For those of you that live under a rock, a big revolution happened sort of yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at the time of this recording, it happened yesterday. But we had
Figured they wanna
AEW Dynamite and NXT on USA, as well as Monday Night Raw. Some great stuff. I'm trying to ignore something right now.
Speaking
so
of
bear
Raw.
with me. Hopefully somebody's raw dogging it. Anyways, I got some announcements to make.
Ed, you have announcements to make already?
Yeah,
Wow. You just got right into it this week.
that's it. Just like this dude.
Just like this
The
dude. There's going to be a lot
upstairs
Yeah, right.
a lot of sexual innuendos tonight.
Juicy.
Congratulations.
Keeping it juicy.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please?
Congratulations to Rusev, who was recently sworn in as an American citizen. It's a great honor, right, guys?
No, it's not right now. How did that
Oh,
even happen?
Europe. All right. Anyways,
What? No. What, Ed?
no. Like, why is it not great to be American? Let's talk about this.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Okay, but besides that,
Nah, that's okay.
I mean, we got wrestling on Wednesday nights now.
You got that in every country, Ed.
I'm just trying to look at the positives.
Thanks.
Uh,
Only wrestling is the positive for...
That's true. Congratulations to the man who handles the graphics in the WWE for screwing up how many championships Ric Flair has actually won.
17-time champ. He won the 24/7 championship. That's why he's 17-time.
Did he really?
No.
Yeah, I was
He
going to
just
say.
fucked
This guy had one job to do.
Well, he has a couple of jobs, I'm sure.
Well, probably, but the stress must have gotten to him.
Speaking of jobs,
Yeah. I just wanted to send my condolences to the family of Rick Bognar. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. He once played the fake Razor Ramon in the WWE in a storyline. Apparently, back when the Attitude Era kicked off, truly, Kevin Nash and Scott Hall were thought to be gone from the company and in WCW, but then the WWE tried to play it off like, oh, no, we still have Diesel and Razor Ramon.
Luke Gallows.
Yeah, and no, it was Kane and Rick Bognar.
Yeah, fake Kane.
Yeah.
Luke Gallows.
No. Like,
Festus?
Kane played the fake Undertaker, fake Diesel,
Oh, I think you're right.
you know,
Jesus Christ, people. Keep it down.
right? We got some birthdays to talk about. I'm trying to take this serious right now.
Keeping it juicy.
It's a bloody mess.
I hope not.
Safe sex. Fried
yeah.
music.
Don't have sex on your period. Actually,
That's
depends.
It's your opinion.
Yeah, whatever you're into.
Happy birthday to Abyss,
Yeah,
Linda McMahon,
yeah,
Terry Runnels,
yeah,
Seema Ion,
yeah.
Bruce Bruno Sammartino,
Yeah.
excuse me, Demolition's Smash,
Oh, Smash. we got Smash. Happy birthday, Smash. We're celebrating upstairs.
I can't even do this right now. Rhino,
Rhino Dick.
He's giving her the rhino.
right? Caitlyn,
Okay.
Aiden English,
Yeah,
Paul Burchill,
yeah,
The Miz,
yeah,
Eddie Guerrero,
yeah.
and Stevie Richards.
Oh, yeah.
And as always, you can follow us on Twitter at 5-Star Wrestling. Excuse me, I just screwed that up.
Ed, what's going on with you?
Wow.
Are you distracted?
I am. Severely. Follow us on Twitter.
What's distracting you?
No, let me guess. Hopefully they can hear.
I don't know what those noises are. What's going on?
Follow us on Twitter at fuck.
That's not the one, Ed.
That is not the one. It's at the number 5_star podcast.
The number 5?
The number 5.
Can you spell that?
Yep, 5 _star podcast. And you can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at 5-Star Wrestling Podcast.
How do you spell that 5?
F-I-V-E.
Thank you, Ed.
You're welcome. And now, since we've been keeping it juicy this whole entire time,
Oh, yeah.
Along with the neighbors.
Yeah.
right, it is time for Juicy Josh's top 5 moments of Raw, AEW, and NXT.
Because SmackDown's tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Well, today if you're listening tomorrow, but... Juicy Josh's top 5. Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Juicy Josh's top 5. Here we go. Now, number 5 is Bobby Roode, Robert Roode, and Dolph Ziggler versus Heavy Machinery. It was a good back and forth match. They have good chemistry together. Ziggler and Roode have good chemistry together too, even though they've only been together for what, a month? You know who else has good chemistry together?
Who?
My upstairs neighbor.
All right, moving on to number 4. Jesus Christ, man.
They're in love.
I hope so. It's the only time you can have sex now. I hope they're married. All right, number 4 is the Viking Raiders versus the OC for like the 5th week in a row.
Is this going anywhere? Or are we
That's-
just going to keep having...
I mean, that's what I was about to ask. I said, like, eventually this feud has to either go somewhere or just end. Like, it was a good match and everything, but like
And they've been having good matches together. It's just, but where is it going?
nowhere right now. Like, it's just literally just update. It's just seems like it's not going anywhere. It's not going towards the tag team championships. They don't have a match. They don't even have a tag team match announced for Hell in a Cell, do they?
So Hell in a Cell, there's only 3 matches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
And the
is
only
it-
tag team match is the Reigns and Bryan versus, the whatever you want to call them, Rowan and Harper.
yeah, and then Kofi doesn't even have a world title match there
Nope.
because he's facing
He's gonna be
Lesnar
dead.
tomorrow.
Yeah, he might be.
did.
He might be dead.
No, Rey Mysterio's gonna save him,
Mm,
and Dominic's gonna give him a 630 splash.
maybe Dominic Dijakovic. Did you see his tweet?
Yeah, you want to go after Dominic's? All right, moving on to my number 3. It's Ricochet versus Cesaro, and it was another good match that doesn't seem like it's going anywhere.
I was just gonna say another one.
Yeah, it just seemed to happen, and Cesaro's got some new gear. I liked it, even though Ed hated it.
I kind of did, yeah.
I like the whole like supervillain look, kind of biker, kind of gay porn star.
He looked like somebody who would go into the village, buy a baguette, and then whatever it's called, one of those
No,
like croissants, the baguettes.
I know what a baguette is.
Bug off.
And then sip on a little bit of an espresso and
Some bubbly.
or yeah,
bubbly.
some of the bubbly,
All right,
and then go from there.
that's good. I mean, hopefully
Have his French beret on.
nice. Hopefully he used to wear French beret, didn't he?
I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah, when he was what was it, a rugby player?
Yeah.
Not an actual rugby player, but like a gimmick rugby player when he first came into WWE, and everybody knew who he was anyway.
Yeah, when they knew him as Claudio
Castagnoli. What the fuck is his name?
Castagnoli, I think.
Yeah.
Castagnoli.
Where's Devin? We need him. Devin,
I know, Devin.
you're gonna.
Where are you, Devin?
We're butchering his
Have your
name,
bitch
Devin.
ass show up here.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
At least we got Bodie.
That's true.
Moving on to number 2 is AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander for the United States Championship. This is probably Cedric's last chances to get a title shot, right?
Which is, if that is indeed true, and then it's quite unfortunate.
I disagree. I like AJ as champion right now.
I do too, but I think
Same old shit.
yeah, but
Bodie
I
doesn't
think
like it.
AJ sucks.
What?
no,
Dude.
but I think not Ricochet. I think Cedric deserves a shot too at it. Why not? I think Cedric would be a great champion.
Later in his career, yeah, but not right now when AJ's still doing well as champion. Bodie, why do you hate AJ Styles?
Dude can't wrestle.
That's literally not even true. I was just gonna say.
Why do you really hate AJ Styles?
I just like being a heel.
Here we
Annoying you guys.
I like it. Keep going. Number 1 is Brock Lesnar destroying Rey Mysterio and Dominic, his son, not Brock's son, Rey Mysterio's son, or Eddie Guerrero's son, whoever.
Oh.
But it was pretty bad how bad Brock hurt Dominic. He made Rey cry.
I didn't understand
Sorry.
because I was kind of disappointed because I wanted to see like Rey Mysterio take on Seth Rollins. Like I really wanted that match.
It would have
see it
been good,
sometime.
but
I mean,
I'm
and I get it, like what you guys are gonna say, like, oh, but Seth needs to go against the Fiend, and
it can happen next Monday,
true,
after he loses to the Fiend for the title.
true, but still, I do like. Okay, so the part of it that I liked was I did like it that it looked like Brock was so unhinged. You know what I mean? That he was finally like, you know what, screw you guys, I'm doing what I want now.
So do you think since Seth is supposed to go to SmackDown, you said that during the draft, you said that they're going to do that for the draft, do you think Seth will retain at Hell in a Cell and Brock will win the title tomorrow and go to Raw, take the WWE Championship to Raw, and Seth take the Universal
Yeah,
Championship
I believe
to
that.
SmackDown?
That's what makes me think that this is like,
I hope that's
what
not true
could-
though.
yeah, I know, but
I want the Fiend to not lose.
I don't want the Fiend to lose either.
I'm thinking it's gonna be.
I
Like
think the Fiend's-
It's probably gonna be like a no contest kind of thing. Like something's gonna happen.
Yeah, either that or like they're gonna find some way to have it be a disqualification,
Well, no,
Inside of a
Strowman's
Hell
gonna
in-
do something. I think.
right? But so according to Dave Meltzer,
5-star podcast.
right? This is what he says. He says he thinks that the idea is that Brock destroyed Mexico's like top star, and that this could be a power play.
For Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, for Cain Velasquez to come in and face Brock.
I don't know if Kane's ready for a Brock Lesnar type wrestling match. I mean,
I don't know who that is.
he's a
Cain
UFC.
Velasquez, he's a beast.
He's a UFC fighter. He
I
faced.
know he beat Lesnar.
Yeah,
I
he
saw
beat
that.
Lesnar in UFC for the title.
Hmm.
After Brock was already hurting from his disease that made him lose weight and everything.
Yeah, the diverticulitis.
Yeah, and
He's
that's
not
kinda
very good.
Ruined Brock's UFC career, but he was. I think if he never got the disease, he would have had a way better chance of winning that fight.
I think honestly, if that didn't happen, he'd probably still be in the UFC right now.
I don't know if he'd be in it right now, but I think he would have been a champion for longer than he was.
Do you still think he would have beaten because he lost to Alistair Overeem too?
Yeah, he got
slowly right
knocked
after.
out.
He got his ass whipped right there. But do you think that would have been the curtain call?
Well, yeah, it was, but
But even without the injury, even
if
without
you-
that disease or whatever that he had.
I mean, I'm sure he made enough money in UFC. He didn't really need to real fight anymore.
True.
But I don't know if Alistair would have had the same impact on Brock if Brock didn't get sick also.
Yeah, I mean, anything could happen.
That was when UFC was great.
Yeah, it was. That was.
Poop.
We had like Chuck Liddell. You had like Tito Ortiz.
No, Chuck was retired when
At
Brock
that
faced-
point?
Yeah.
I thought because I know Frank Mir was still
it was
there.
towards the end of good UFC, and then
Okay.
Before CM Punk ruined it.
yeah, did he?
Before
Yeah.
CM Punk ruined himself in the UFC.
Got his ass kicked.
3 times,
Yeah,
twice.
twice I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. Good for him for trying.
Yeah, I've always said that. You know, he had the balls to try it, where somebody like me definitely will never, ever think of stepping in there.
Should have never started in the UFC in the first place, though. But that's beside the point.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. Should I do my AEW top 5 or my NXT top 5 first?
Neither.
Damn. All right.
No, let's do NXT.
NXT first.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll take NXT for 500, Bob. Alex.
All right.
Who's Alex?
Alex Trebek.
Ask the people upstairs.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right. Number 5 of my NXT top 5 is Pete Dunne versus Danny Burch in a one-on-one match. It was a good British matchup.
Bruiserweight versus the Governor.
Yeah, it was a good. It was a good.
It was a good match.
Good match.
It was a good match. Solid.
The reason why, another reason why I put it as my top 5 is because the ending
was amazing.
From when Pete Dunne won,
which I called.
We got.
Well, no, it's funny because Bodie asked where Damian Priest was.
Literally a minute before it happened.
Damian Priest, the old Punishment Martinez, came out and challenged Pete Dunne to a match. You know who else is getting punished?
I liked his whole bow and arrow to the screen, and Damian Priest lit up it.
Yeah.
The Archer of something.
It'd be a good back and forth.
All right. Keep going.
My number 4 is Io Shirai versus Mia Yim. And another great women's matchup between them two. Mia Yim definitely showed that it was a fluke from her Shayna Baszler match that she can actually go.
Yeah, I was proud that she redeemed herself.
Yeah, because
she needed that, I think Io Shirai was definitely the right person to do it with.
Io Shirai is great. She's about to be the best women heel in WWE.
Yeah, I agree.
Her and Shayna Baszler are gonna kill it.
Not Bayley.
Fuck Bayley.
Whoa.
Yeah, Bayley's not a really good.
She's not doing well as
Sasha Banks, the Blueprint.
Sasha's different, but
Bayley's still trying to figure out whether she's a heel or not.
Yeah.
And it's confusing everybody.
Tweener.
She is a tweener, but it's not like a good tweener. It's more like
it's a bad tweener.
She doesn't know what she's doing, tweener.
Yeah, confused.
Yeah, but they're not even like playing it as she's confused. She just literally doesn't know how to be a heel right now. But it's fine. Hopefully she comes into it soon. You know who else is gonna come into it?
Hey.
Upstairs. All right, number 3 is Candice LeRae versus Shayna Baszler for the NXT Women's Championship, and that was a fantastic match.
Yeah, I wasn't sure about Candice LeRae for the longest time because we only had a small sample size.
I never seen her in the Independents.
I never did either, but we only had like a small sample size in NXT, and last night I was like, okay, she's legit.
Yeah, she's very good. I like how, well, actually, we'll segue in a second, but I like how Candice just proved herself to be a contender for Shayna, or once Rhea Ripley wins the title, hopefully they'll have another match between Candice LeRae and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, Candice deserves another shot. She fought her heart out in that match.
True. And now I'm going to segue into number 2 because it's Johnny Gargano versus Shane Thorne.
Great match.
Yeah, another great match. Shane Thorne's a star. Like that
dude
is,
don't kneel.
Should have won.
That dude, no, he shouldn't have won, but that dude is really going to show how great he is.
Well, he showed it last night against Johnny Gargano.
Promo-wise, his mannerisms, his look, his height,
everything.
His physique, everything. He's just
that
great. Yeah.
Freaking powerbomb was amazing.
You gotta think his whole career he's been like a tag team, so he's learning the singles and he's improving and he's doing good.
True.
Yeah, but I think what he has, is natural. He has a natural ability to wrestle. I mean, some of it you can learn over time, obviously, but he showed some natural ability there.
And Johnny Gargano did a tribute to his wife by doing the Poison Rana. Which was cool. Yeah, Morrow, thank you for pointing that out. Right. Number 1 is, of course, Matt Riddle versus Adam Cole for the
match of the year candidate.
Another match of the
Amazing
year
match.
candidate, but I still don't think it's going to be the match of the year.
I don't
Panama
think so either.
Sunrise, two
I
of
still
them.
think
Yeah.
I still think Adam Cole versus Gargano at NXT 25.
Did Ciampa and
There's a
Gargano
show we were
face
at.
off this year?
No,
No,
I
okay.
don't think so.
No, Ciampa's been out for a while.
Yeah,
All right, but yeah, I can't even. There's been too many good NXT matches.
it's been too
Plus,
many
take
amazing
over, yeah.
matches.
Don't forget what happened after the match.
Yep, of course. We got after
Well,
the
that's
match, Finn Balor came out, and that was fantastic. I mean, he's
But-
gonna.
Okay,
I
so
got
I
another
wanna-
one. Hold on.
I want to bring this up now. So since Finn Balor came out, confronted Cole.
Hold on. Don't mention it yet because there's another entrance that happened later in the night.
Well, that's what I want to talk about.
So I'm gonna say. Can I
All
say
right.
it?
Yeah, go for it.
No, you can say it.
All right. Well, Tommaso Ciampa
Number 1, Ciampa. I love it,
made himself known.
He's coming back for Goldie.
He wants Goldie,
and he's gonna take it.
right? But since we saw Finn and now we saw Tommaso, who should get the shot at Cole
Triple threat.
first? I'm gonna say-
Triple threat.
You want a triple threat?
Ciampa.
Yeah, I'm Ciampa. I think Balor needs to get in line.
No, it's not even that Balor needs to get in line. It's just that.
No, because that's owed to Ciampa.
Well, it's not.
Because he didn't. No, come on, man. He didn't lose.
He's the
let's
greatest
remember
NXT
that.
champion of all time.
I agree with that 100%. But he didn't lose.
Yeah,
Here's the real question: Ciampa versus Cole. Who are you gonna root for?
Ciampa.
Your two
I know
boys.
it's so tough. I know.
100% Ciampa.
Yeah, I think I'm on Ciampa's
Wow.
side too.
I
But
don't think he'll win the first time though. I think Cole needs to win that first match.
yeah, just to make himself look at least a little bit strong against Ciampa.
And I think Finn coming out and having a face off with Adam Cole was more of Finn introducing himself back into NXT and not
With
him.
his shaved head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and not him saying that I'm gonna take your title right now. I think Finn versus Shane Thorne, Finn versus Gargano, fucking
Matt
Ciampa,
Riddle.
Matt Riddle,
Keith
he has
Lee, Dijakovic.
endless matchups in NXT, and it's great to have him
Kushida.
back in NXT right now because
There's so much talent.
he wasn't really doing much in the main roster after he got destroyed by the Fiend and then nothing. But and he went on vacation.
Yeah, but you know what? They
Got
could be
married.
proving again that, you know what, NXT, I mean, come on, it could be a brand. It could be its own brand.
I don't know.
It's full of development and development.
Okay, Kenny
Developing
Omega.
stars.
I don't want to
Yeah.
see a bunch of main roster guys on NXT. I still see NXT, and I think they should have never mentioned that it's its own brand because I still see NXT as a developmental brand, and I don't think it's a bad thing that they necessarily lost the ratings war last night to AEW.
Listen, we all knew. Okay, so to put it in the AEW got 1.4 million viewers, I believe, while NXT got 900,000.
It's
Now,
expected.
Bodie
a hot
meant-
new product.
Well, that was exactly. Bodie mentioned it in text that, hey, it's a brand new product.
Well, NXT's also only been on TV on the USA Network for what, 2 weeks now?
Yeah, but
So
I
they're
feel
both
like
new.
wrestling fans know NXT. They don't know
Well, that.
AEW Dynamite.
Well,
This is
they're
the-
not necessarily sure about NXT on USA either. I mean, the advertising for NXT is mostly during Raw and SmackDown. You go on TNT and they got a commercial for AEW every 5 minutes.
True.
I think the advertising was better for TNT than it was for NXT.
I think since it's their first weekly show, that's what really did it for them.
Yeah.
And not to mention, they're going to want to pour in the money, I mean, for those commercials and everything, because they have everything to lose if they don't.
True. And this is our way of segueing into my AEW top 5.
AEW Dynamite!
And actually, I'm going to break one of my rules because it's not going to be a top 5 this week. It will be a top 5 with one honorable mention.
Oh, that's
And-
elite.
It is.
All right, so let's see what the top 5 is.
My honorable mention.
Well, no, you got to mention that at the end.
Oh, fine. Whatever. Number 5 is Nyla Rose versus Rio for the NXT AEW Women's Title. Shit, my bad. I saw it more as a decent match. I didn't think it was that special. It was more monster heel versus Rio overcoming her power and with speed and stuff. And
did anyone think it was a botched finish? Because it looked like Nyla was
Yeah, I
supposed to
thought she
kick
kicked out,
like,
or was supposed to.
I think the way that she kicked out was the way she was supposed to be. Like, I think they were trying to make it like a little controversial that
yeah,
she
like
could
the ref
still
counted 3 and she like kicked out.
Yeah,
so
I think that's just.
I don't know if she just missed the cue.
No,
or,
I think that was meant to happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then destroying them.
Because, I mean, at first I thought maybe it was a missed cue because we had seen so many botches throughout the whole night.
Yeah, we saw a few. Do
Each
you guys?
match had at least one botch.
It had at least one.
A sloppy
But
moment.
that could be the nervousness of,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, a lot of these guys. This is their first time on like live TV.
you know.
I think most of them.
Well, I mean, except for Cody and
Young Bucks
and
Kenny.
Jericho.
and well, of course Jericho, but and,
Yeah,
and Ken
Kenny.
Moxley,
Yeah,
But,
Moxley.
like-
Yeah.
but
But, like, Sammy Guevara,
Brandon Cutler,
Brandon Cutler, yeah.
stuff like that. But do you guys feel like it was the right move for Nyla to lose?
I thought it was predictable. Because
Kind
I
of.
kind of figured, like, oh, they're not going to make Nyla. I mean, she had that tweet last week
I don't care.
that was controversial. I feel like that played a part in it.
I don't.
I think so.
I think they've had this finish.
You think
established
for a while?
A while, yeah.
Okay. All
But-
right.
But Nyla, do you think Nyla's going to be better as a chaser than she is as a champion, or do you think she would be a better champion as a monster heel?
I think she could be potentially, because as a champion, she could draw. Because think about it. Her versus Awesome Kong,
True.
Yes.
or Aja Kong.
Do you think?
As a chaser, she could destroy the whole division.
Well, true,
like,
that
could-
too.
Do you think with how PC people are, they would have a problem with Nyla Rose in a intergender match, or would that be equal?
Or they possibly
think
set up for a Kenny Omega match with her.
because
so.
Kenny Omega came out and she powerbombed the shit out of that fucking.
Nakazawa.
Yeah.
She
I-
messed
Yeah,
up the
whoever
first
that
time.
guy,
but
yeah.
She did mess up the first time, but she
Almost
like
dropped him
would
on his
use
neck.
her strength to like pick him up like
Yeah.
crazy for a power bomb, for a Liger bomb.
Are
but-
they gonna do an intergender matches? And
I don't know. That's
Yeah,
what
because that's the question.
TV
Yeah.
14, so
True,
They didn't
but
say shit.
yeah. I mean, I think she could be good either way, chaser or
But
champion.
But I'm saying, do you think people would have a problem with her as a
Why?
transgender
Because she's
wrestler?
a transgendered wrestler. I mean, dude, we're in the 21st century.
So no.
I feel like most of
I don't think people should, but
most of the marks won't care. Like they just
I think it would have been good for the alphabet people if she won the
first
the-
champ.
if she was the first champion.
see, and that's what my whole thing was. It would be such a bold move.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying alphabet people, but
It's a bold
Whatever,
move,
the
Carlos.
LGBTQ.
Thank you, Ed.
But like, listen, what a bold move that would have been. Because you know how many people there are in the world that are just assholes who are
Of
just
course they are.
who are just so aggravated that she's in there,
I'm happy
right?
for
And
her.
probably aggravated right now that I'm calling her she,
Why?
because you know how ignorant people are. But I'm just saying, like, so it would have been such a bold move to have her win and become the first AEW Women's Champion.
I think they would have got more viewers if she did win.
Yeah, me
for the-
too.
for
I-
the LBGQ.
I mean, listen, I don't have a problem with Rio winning. Again, I don't. But I just think Nyla should have been the first champ.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Moving on to my number 4 is Jack Hager, the former Jack Swagger,
We the people.
debuting for AEW.
I felt like he wanted to do that so bad.
The crowd was chanting
Yeah,
it. So.
yeah. He almost did do it. He does it for Bellator.
I know, but I think
They own the rights.
Yeah.
But so he debuted and he helped Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and
Guevara.
Guevara, and the former LAX
Now just
Angel
Santana
Ortiz.
Ortiz.
it's
Santana?
Ortiz and Santana.
Santana.
Yeah.
and Ortiz.
Why not E EYFBO?
That might be.
Because
So they
that's
don't
them.
really, they don't really have a tag team name right now, but that'd be fun if they did that. But they helped beat down Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Dustin Rhodes. So
New heel stable.
it would be a good 5-on-5. I know Cody wants the War Games rights, but I don't think
he's gonna
Nah.
get
I
it.
don't think WWE is gonna give that up.
That's
I
NXT.
So
They can
just,
make their-
so just invent a
Yeah,
new
they can
name.
make their own thing. Like I don't know why it's so hard.
Well, here's the thing: is that WWE modified the way that it looked. So they took Dusty's original vision and they modified it, right, to make it safer, I think. But they could always take the old version.
Yeah, true.
Why not?
That'd be fine.
Or just create something new.
Yeah, that'd be fine too. We'll see. We'll see what they come up with. My number 3 is a little controversial. You guys might not like it. It's Young Bucks and Kenny Omega versus LAX and Jericho.
See, I don't disagree with that.
It was a good match.
It was a good match.
But I don't disagree in the fact that it's not number 1, it's not number 2, because why the hell wasn't it a DQ as soon as John Moxley entered the ring?
Yeah. So
Ref just watching the whole thing too, like, huh?
He's just like, hey, what are you doing here, man?
Moxley blatantly just behind fucking Omega.
And Omega just sensing him, like, what's that? Like,
and then Moxley attacking Omega and then going to the back arena and then
smashing him through a glass table.
Doing the dirty deeds through the fucking glass table. That was cool. I like that.
His modified dirty deeds into the glass
table. Yeah,
you
notice that he took most of the impact.
He had to, yeah. He was smart about
just
it.
to save
I like
Kenny.
that. Yeah.
Me too.
By the way, I am wearing a Kenny Omega shirt tonight.
He is the cleaner.
I loved when he had the mop
mop
out
it,
and
yeah,
like, he's the cleaner, and the crowd went nuts.
Yeah,
that was a good moment.
Number 2 is Adam Page versus Pac.
The bastard.
Really? That's number 2?
That's number 2.
Wow. That was, to me, that was the match of the night.
Well, I'll tell you why AEW. My number 1 is my number 1. But they both showed great offense. They killed it. And even though Pac lost, even though Page lost, he looked strong as like a main card potential main eventer down the line. So it was good for both of them.
The bastard.
And they just kept establishing Pac.
Pac's undefeated still. I love that they do. They keep records of everybody.
Yeah,
I do.
Singles
I love that
and
too.
overall.
Yeah, that's awesome. And my number 1 is of course Cody Rhodes versus Sammy Guevara.
Guevara.
I can't remember fucking up his name, but
first match on their weekly shows.
First match of their weekly show. Cody running into Brandy Rhodes, knocking her down, and then almost losing. This was a number 1 contender match too, right?
I think it was just
singles match.
Cody.
I think it was it's a number 1 contender for him.
No, he was already. He's already booked for it.
He just said if he lost, he would have gave up the number 1 contender because he was saying I think it was Sammy, but
so that's a number 1 contender match, isn't it?
Yeah, but he was already the point was he was already booked for Full Gear.
Okay, but
to face
technically
Jericho, but if he lost, they're saying that it would be hard for them to justify having Cody get the shot.
So yeah, but
he said maybe Sammy should take it then.
So it was my number 1 over Page and Pac because it's the first match and they absolutely killed it for AEW. So what is your guys' grade for AEW's first show?
First, I'm gonna grade NXT. Well, what was your honorable mention?
Oh yeah,
because you didn't. Yeah, because it's here. Let me think about this grade for a second.
All right, my honorable mention is MJF versus Brandon Cutler. Not necessarily the match because there was a botch at the end.
It's his promo, really.
Yeah, it was MJF's excellent promo.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, he's definitely showing how great he is as a tweener. He didn't come out for the brawl for to save Cody, so he's kind of like he's on his own, but he's also trying to like be good. It's weird. That's a weird thing for MJF, but I love him. I think he's gonna be a great.
Yeah, I think he'll be phenomenal.
Everything, like he's got everything.
Yeah,
he's such a dick.
A lot of potential. Was he only 23 too? He's
something like
so
that.
young.
Him and Pete Dunne are gonna kill it for years.
Velveteen too.
Velveteen, yeah.
Early 20s. They got so much.
The future looks great. All right, so
grades wise, NXT gets an A for me.
Okay.
Like maybe just an A. AEW gets a B+.
Okay.
Only because I felt like a lot of their matches didn't have the same kind of excitement as NXT's did. Like NXT's were takeover worthy matches.
True. I give NXT an A. I give AEW a B plus.
Yeah, I mean that's what I meant, a B plus.
Yeah, and for commentary, they all did well. Shivani, I like Shivani as a commentator.
And
JR needed to be carried a little bit, but
I think JR needs to be carried a little bit.
no, that's what I'm saying. JR was carried a little bit.
Yeah.
Is there an echo in here?
He kept on.
Oh, I thought you meant like both of them needed.
No. He kept on getting kind of lost. It wasn't as bad as fucking Jerry Waller.
Oh my
on
God!
Raw. Like,
Please.
horrible.
I was tuning him out.
The fact that he asked if Luke Gallows' face paint was a tattoo is freaking beyond me, man.
Yeah, he doesn't watch wrestling
Yeah,
anymore.
apparently he doesn't, because he showed it the whole entire night. Who's this? Oh my God, he does that?
He just wants women out there in their bikinis and
Yeah,
everything.
What
Stare
about-
at their puppies.
What about you, Bodacious? What's your grades?
NXT, I would give it an A. It was just great from beginning to end. The matches were all great or fantastic and felt like a takeover with their matches. And AEW, I'd give it a B. It had some of the matches had some sloppy moments or botches, if you want to call it that, and some good moments, but I feel like this first week NXT had the better show.
I don't necessarily think it was a bad thing that they botched so many times, only because
They won a war, they had to be perfect.
only because they saved it.
Yeah, but my thing too, I just got to mention, I wish they would stay away, and I get it, you got Tony Schiavone, you got JR, who started his career with Jim Crockett in WCW.
Kept mentioning
Oh my God,
Nitro
the
and
mentions of
Wednesday nights.
Nitro and Thunder. It's like,
That's
Monday
their first
Night
episode.
Wars,
Give it a minute.
Wednesday Night
Well,
Wars.
yeah, but I mean,
what's
they just kept pulling to it. Like,
Excalibur kept on getting them back on track, though.
yeah, thank God for Excalibur, but like, still, like, I mean, like, oh, you know what the very first match on TNT ever was, don't you? It was Flying Brian Pillman versus Jushin Thunder Liger.
First time wrestling in 20 years.
Yeah, first time since 2001. Like, we all know what that means, people.
What does it mean?
WCW when that closed. But, like, it's just like, okay, I get it. You guys are the new WCW. We get it.
Hopefully they don't turn into WCW.
Well, just don't let Bischoff or Hogan run the company.
Or give David Arquette the title.
Yeah.
They
Or
must-
Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Hey, they were great. Why was Silent Bob talking?
Jay-
That just confused me.
Jay
Right.
wasn't that great, but I liked
I liked Kevin Smith. He was good. Jay's response was just like, all right, dude, just
You
sit
guys
there
aren't
and
good
shut
enough to
up.
win
It was
matches.
a little cringeworthy when Jack Evans and Jericho came out. That seemed like a pointless thing too. They
I
didn't.
thought they were going to have a match.
Yeah, they just
Hell,
came
Kevin
out.
Evans.
Why isn't Helico just wearing his gear? And-
They both were. but-
Yeah, they both were wearing
no,
gear,
I know, but like,
like,
and I don't like Helico's gear at all.
I don't like Angelico, period, but
I think that's the point. Though.
What about the
he just creeps me out.
Yeah,
the
he's-
face-off between
He's a little
SCU
raver.
and Lucha Bros?
No, you know who he would be? He would be Buffalo Bill from Silence of the Lambs.
I don't think he's that bad. I think he's more of a serial killer, like Ted Bundy kind of dude.
Like,
Yeah, it was all the dancing. Yeah, with Buffalo Bill between him and Ted Bundy, that'd be true. What was I about to say?
I don't remember.
Well,
Fuck
my
guys.
No, but
SCU,
SCU,
Lucha
yeah.
Brothers.
What's
you
his
think
name?
that's gonna
Scorpio.
you know that kind of makes me
doing
feel
the Obama
they're gonna
impression.
face off
in the
in the
finals.
Yeah, maybe. I hope not. I
I
want
hope
to see.
not. I hope Dark Order eliminates.
Dark Order Tag Champs. Let's go.
Well, Dark Order versus Lucha Brothers.
Dark
Be a
Order
great
versus
match.
Jurassic
Jurassic
Express.
Express.
Oh, yeah, Jurassic Express, yeah. But Jurassic Express has to go through the Lucha Brothers.
There were so
How
many
about
guys.
Best friends.
Maybe no. There were so many guys that didn't get like shown on AEW last night, and that
Which
shows,
is okay with me.
That shows how in depth their roster is right now. I mean,
I know.
everybody-
No Sean
Well,
Spears.
it's the same thing with NXT.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course it is, but
Oh my
we all
God.
we all know about
Darby
NXT.
Allin, Joey Janela.
But hold on. How
Jimmy Havoc.
excited are you guys for next week? Right? Walter versus Kushida.
Yeah, it's
live
gonna
on
be
NXT.
Plus Leo Rush versus Drew Gulak for the
For the
Cruiserweight
NXT
title.
Cruiserweight title.
Yeah, it's NXT now,
Yep, the new belt change, which is awesome.
but they're not going to change the design for it.
No, not really. So let's get into some questions.
Ed
All right.
has questions.
During the broadcast of NXT, we saw Scott Hall repeatedly say Wednesday Night Wars. He kept mentioning it that one time it panned to him.
Who?
Scott Hall.
The bad guy.
Really?
Yeah. He kept saying Wednesday Night Wars. Right? Because it's the bad guy. But then today, WWE released a statement saying congratulations to AEW on a successful premiere, and that they mentioned at the end that it's going to be a competitive and wild ride, and it's a marathon, not a one-night sprint.
Do you want to hear the stupidest
And it's the fans that are winning.
conspiracy theory that I've ever thought of?
What's that?
That Vince McMahon secretly owns AEW, and the only reason why he's letting this happen was because he made a deal with Dusty Rhodes one day, and he told Cody that he could open his own wrestling organization one day to compete with Triple H when Vince wants to retire.
So is it like that movie Trading Places?
I don't know.
Never seen it.
Never seen it.
It's Eddie Murphy. He's
I
like
know
a
he's
homeless
in it.
guy who gets No, that would be crazy if that was true.
I don't think they'd ever admit it, but like that's just something.
I don't think they ever would. Not
I don't think
not
that's
for
even
maybe 10 or
something
15
that would
years.
ever even happen, but it's just something I thought of one day. That I want to say.
Yeah. Well, so my point to reading that was, should we be buying into, like, we get it, like some people are buying into this whole idea of the Wednesday Night Wars, but does this make you think that the people in charge are not buying into it?
Well, I think they are. I think they're making it friendly now, but of course it's going to be competition.
You
Like,
always
they're-
want to be the top one.
yeah, the
But
wrestlers are going to try hard. The fan,
But that's what I'm saying, though. Like,
I love the crowd for AEW. Like I thought they did
It-
fantastic.
And
Everything about them.
NXT's
yeah, but
crowd
I
is
kept.
always
I
there.
gotta be honest, man. I liked it though. I'm not gonna lie, but I felt like I was watching Nitro.
I didn't mind it though.
I didn't mind it either,
It,
but
I thought the crowd for AEW is way better for the crowds for Raw and SmackDown.
oh, agreed, 110%.
I didn't watch Nitro that much.
I'm
I was
telling
too
you,
young.
NXT.
WWE Network, Bodie.
I know, watch it. NXT and AEW. I'm sorry, going to be the most exciting brands,
Yeah.
more than Raw and SmackDown.
It's so hard to choose between the two too,
It
really
is,
fucking hard.
It is.
because they both killed it last night. That like I watched AEW live and I recorded NXT because I wanted to be a part of the debut for AEW, and I'm glad I was because it was great.
I watched NXT live and then
Yeah, you guys.
watch AEW.
Yeah.
next.
Yeah, I support new things. Just
Devin was the real winner.
Yeah, Devin fucking watched NXT.
Both of them
and
at the
AEW
same time.
But was he able to really focus on either one, too?
He only
Yeah,
did that
like
because he
at
was gonna
both
fall
screens.
asleep.
Yeah, he's
True.
asleep right now, probably.
He probably is asleep,
6:54
Oh
at
shit,
night.
Devin. He's probably
Um,
yawning already.
And playing Marvel.
right?
No, that was at 6.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm.
So tomorrow night is, well, for those of you, it'll probably be today, or tonight, I should say, is Friday Night SmackDown. And we got quite the SmackDown, right? The Rock is returning.
It has more announced things than Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, right? Yeah, actually. And then we got Kofi Kingston facing Brock Lesnar in a WWE Championship match.
R.I.P.
Guys,
Kofi.
who wins?
Kofi.
Oh, so you're going with Kofi?
I'm going with Kofi. I don't care if
Lesnar.
I think
Ooh.
Lesnar's gonna win.
Why are you going with Lesnar, Brody?
He is the beast incarnate.
I want Kofi to win, and I'm going to say why.
But it's not about who you want. It's about.
But
who you
how
think
is he gonna win?
No, but he's gonna win by disqualification. But let me tell you, like, in the right world, I'd want Brock to put him over,
I would too. I would love that.
to establish Kofi as a legit champion.
That would
Because
be-
there's nobody better in the, like, dude, if you could say that you beat Brock Lesnar, that is something
true.
that only few guys have ever done.
John Cena.
Look at
Roman
Strowman.
Reigns.
Strowman's faced him 100 times and he still can't beat him.
Undertaker's only beaten him twice, I think.
I think, yeah, but Lesnar's got the ultimate victory.
Yeah.
broke
true.
the streak.
Yeah, that's it. So he could lose 100 times after that. It wouldn't matter.
True. Well, yeah, it would because then it would make Undertaker's streak look worthless. But
Well, yeah, I didn't
Brock-
think of that. That's true.
Brock losing to Kofi would not hurt Brock. Especially if like something like Rey Mysterio came out and distracted him, or like New Day did something to save
Dominic.
Kofi from like if he was getting
Yeah.
if Kofi was getting absolutely destroyed, and then New Day came out, and then Kofi started to come back, and then New Day made it sure that Kofi still wouldn't lose. Like I think I wouldn't have a problem with that. I would like for something to happen to have Kofi win, just to have him be put over.
Yeah,
Kofi's
same.
won every single match so far without any help. I think he's gonna need help this match.
Yeah, I agree. Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon are facing in a high-stakes ladder match where somebody's career is over.
You're fire.
In a perfect world, who wins?
Kevin Owens, he's winning.
And
The plan's to get Shane off of television.
Yeah,
That's the
I was
plan
gonna
all
say.
along.
I would have liked for Kevin to lose, but now that Finn Balor's back in NXT, I don't want to see Kevin back in NXT too right now.
Maybe later on.
Maybe later on. Maybe well, if they started like a new like Mount Rushmore with Adam Cole, Finn Balor, and Kevin Owens, I would be okay with it. But with Undisputed Era doing so well, it doesn't make any sense.
True.
Just keep Owens winning should happen.
All right.
But I think that something's going to happen, like Elias or Drew McIntyre is going to come back and either cost Shane McMahon his match or cost Kevin Owens his match.
True. And then lastly, the only other match we know about is Roman Reigns is going up against Eric Rowan.
What kind of match?
2 nights, it just says they're facing each other 2 nights before their tag team match at Hell in a Cell.
So Roman's going to win.
I think not gonna be a finish.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna be
think
a DQ.
interference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
And Bryan and Harper get involved.
Brawling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
I still think,
Is Harper going to wear the same shirt for a 3rd time in a row?
I hope so.
Yeah, right?
Keep the streak going.
With his
you go.
Briscoe looking pants.
Yeah, exactly. And then, so as far as we know, Hell in a Cell only has 3 matches announced so far, and that is this Sunday.
How are we going to even do a card for that, can we?
Well, the card doesn't come out till Saturday,
Oh, okay.
A
but
lot of matches announced tomorrow or over
that's
the weekend.
I hope so.
Just
I
going to
hope
announce
so.
every single match.
Tomorrow night, yeah, probably.
Oh shit, we forgot.
Which means it's probably going to be a SmackDown heavy card.
The Rock versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship. Book it.
Sure. Seth Rollins is facing The Fiend in a Hell in a Cell match.
Let him in.
Who do you have?
Fiend. I want the Fiend. I don't care what happens. I want the Fiend as champion.
Fiend. Welcome to hell.
Yeah, I want The Fiend too. Do you
Bray-
think if he wins the title, it'll be one of those where he's champion for a long time?
I hope so. Bray Wyatt's so fantastic as a character, no matter what he does. But this one is definitely his best, and they need to capitalize on that right now.
I mean, what they did with Bray before,
like
they
everything.
made him a jobber. So.
Yeah, so everything now, they need to make sure that he looks as strong as possible. And right now, making him champion is the best they can do.
And did you guys see him on that talk show?
It was
Sent you
great.
guys that. But I know I
That-
haven't watched it yet.
Oh,
that
that's
talk
awesome.
show. Do you like calamari? It's so
What's
awesome.
that?
They
It
hot
was
tag
great.
in.
Yeah,
I like how they played along with it, though. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it was good. It was good. Becky Lynch, the man, is taking on the boss, Sasha Banks,
Blueprint.
in a Hell in a Cell
Is that what she's calling
match.
herself now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what
The blue
really?
hair.
That-
Yep.
Okay.
That's cool.
In a Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Raw Women's Championship, can Sasha Banks beat the man?
I hope so. At this point, like she
I
needs
mean,
to.
she's come back hot and everything. Like,
Sorry, boys,
How are you gonna pick Sasha over Becky over Sasha?
because she's the man.
Who cares?
So?
She does not need to win at
It's-
this point.
time.
Sasha needs to win. She's been back for 2 months.
Becky's beaten everyone on the
And she's
roster.
lost-
Who's
Yeah,
she gonna?
Sasha's gonna win by
she's-
DQ
She's
again.
lost her 2 important matches. She's not gonna lose. She'll lose again at a DQ in another pay per view.
Who's she gonna drop the title to if she beats Sasha? She's beaten everyone else.
Or Ronda Rousey.
No.
Dude,
No.
you know it's gonna happen. Come on, you guys whatever.
What do you mean, whatever? How do you think Ronda Rousey?
It's the inevitable. Ronda's gonna return
She's
for
trying to get
revenge.
Return this Sunday.
Ronda's trying to get pregnant. She's not coming back right now.
She could put that on hold.
She's on Total Divas. Maybe she does come back. She has to promote it.
You know who else is trying to get pregnant? Upstairs.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
they finish. Maybe she already is.
Yeah, she could be.
We're a part of the pregnancy, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Right
We
here on
can-
5 Star Wrestling Podcast.
We're gonna name the baby 5-star.
Exactly.
Juicy.
Dave Meltzer.
Yeah, right. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns are taking on Eric Rowan and Luke Harper in a tag team match. What are the chances Harper and Rowan walk away with a win?
Daniel Bryan's gonna walk out on Roman Reigns, and Rowan and Harper are gonna win.
You really
It'd be
think he's
nice.
going to go from going...
I think he's been working with Rowan and Harper the whole time.
Be nice for Harper and Rowan to get the win, put them over against two of the top stars in WWE.
I
like,
truly think Daniel Bryan is working with them.
Man, I just...
They need a swerve at Hell in a Cell with so little matches announced that this would actually like make the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but the swerve could be Braun Strowman destroying the
You
cage.
can
and
have two
getting in.
swerves. Swerve it.
Swerve. All right,
Swerve.
fine. Swerve it.
Shane
Just
Strickland.
like
swerve it.
Shane Strickland.
What's his
where's
new
he
name?
been?
He's coming back. Don't worry. They
Oh,
got
he'll
two
be
out.
on NXT this week
Will
since
he?
I said
Oh,
Damian
yeah, he will.
Priest.
Yeah,
No.
Bodie could be predicting it right there.
I
Bodie,
could-
can you name other people who will be in the NXT next week?
Well, definitely Damian Priest at this
Undisputed Era.
Bodie, will I win money next week? Is the question. It's up to you.
point. Yes.
Ask again later.
Okay.
He's like
He's
the
the worst
he's like the
8 ball.
magic 8 ball. Yeah. So that does it. Those are all the matches we know,
That's awful.
right?
Well,
At
it's
this
not awful,
point.
but, like, fuck it.
Yeah, screw it. You know, they'll figure it out. I'm definitely looking forward to next week for NXT and AEW. Moving forward, though, for NXT to be successful, they really can't put on the brakes. They have to have consistent takeover type matches now.
I don't agree.
You don't think so? I feel like if AEW gets the steam, like gets it rolling, right, and NXT falls off a little bit, I think that's it. I think
the
that's where
fans
it
will
takes over.
I
Fans
think,
will still tune in to
I
both,
think-
I feel like.
I like
Especially
NXT.
the marks.
Yeah, but the point now, right? It's not about who's tuning in, like necessarily when. It's who's tuning in live into who.
But
Because obviously all of us, some of us, like me and Bodie, right, both watched AEW afterwards, right?
so what are you gonna do next week?
I'm probably watching AEW
I'm
first.
not sure.
You're not sure yet.
Yeah.
I'm not sure either. But
I'll decide the day of.
I think NXT.
Well, it's in Boston. That's why. That's the only
True.
reason why.
I think it's okay that NXT has developmental people in their developmental brand. I think it's okay if they have not well-known people because last week they had Pete Dunne versus that jiu-jitsu guy, and that was fine. Like that was a good match.
Yeah, no, I agree.
But that was on the network too, so I don't know. I like it better when I liked it better when NXT was 1 hour, but that's just me.
It's a lot of pressure to take a developmental brand like that and make it 2
It's
hours.
technically not even.
2 hours.
I mean,
I want
it's-
it to be like Raw 3 hours and a
I-
lot of dead air and replays.
I was hoping we'd see like Robert Strass and like Malcolm Bivens and like him and Jonah Rock working together and stuff like that. But so far, it's just mostly been like you guys said, like takeover stuff. But I'm excited to see like the new people in NXT when they actually like introduce them.
I agree.
So I think it's fine.
All right.
Yeah.
It is time now for the 5-star moment of the week.
It's a tough one.
It is a tough one with everything that we've seen.
I'll go last.
All right, Bodie.
My 5-star moment of the week is Adam Cole versus Matt Riddle.
No.
Great match, match of the year candidates. Those two have great chemistry together, and they can have matches down the line. Plus, the return of Finn Balor, definitely,
Up there.
yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and say my 5-star moment or match of the week is Pac versus Paige.
Not a great
The
one.
bastard.
Just
Love seeing
because that was such a great match. Those guys turned it up. And I loved it. And I love the way Pac won again.
Calling it the
'Cause
Black
it's-
Arrow now. That's
yeah.
cool.
And like, can I ask you, did
Oh, it's
he,
called Black Arrow now?
Yeah.
was there a little bit of a botch in his, when he attempted it the first time?
I think he
There was
fell off
one
the rope.
moment that
Yeah, because he looked frustrated looking at the rope like he was pissed.
Yeah, I think it just buckled on him.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but it was okay. Do you guys want to know my 5-star moment of the week?
We're
I guess.
waiting.
It's not a match,
a
but
moment.
it's a moment. It's more of an event. It was AEW's entire first episode. I just read now on Twitter, Deadline Hollywood. They said that Dynamite, which is what AEW's TV show is called, is TNT's biggest broadcast premiere in 5 years. That's crazy for
Good
wrestling.
for them, man. Good for them.
Like that's amazing. They're just. I hope they just get better. I mean, they have so much they have so much
potential.
They have so much potential and a lot to prove, but it doesn't seem like the pressure's getting to them that much right now. I know people are gonna have a problem once Cody starts getting more momentum since he's. I disagree that they should have ever made themselves known as executive producers and everything, because now vice presidents and everything, because now people are gonna be like, oh,
special treatment.
Cody
They're getting
and
all the
Young
shots.
Bucks are getting all the special treatment.
This is their show, winning all the time, getting title matches.
It should have been just Tony Khan and then introducing everybody. Like Vince McMahon used to do commentary for WWE when nobody knew.
He was,
So I think that would have been better. But they did great last night, so hopefully it just gets better.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Listen,
What's their next pay-per-view?
it's Full Gear on Devin's
November
birthday.
9th.
Oh, yeah. Is it Devin's birthday
Happy
today?
birthday, Devin.
Happy birthday, Devin, on November 9th.
Is it Devin's birthday today?
No,
No, not
it's
yet.
not yet.
It's not November 9th today?
No,
What day is it?
October 3rd.
Oh,
The
not-
4th
it's not
for everybody
November.
that's listening. But all right, that's gonna do it for us here at 5-Star Wrestling Podcast.
Happy birthday, Devin.
That's it. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to thank our neighbors for having sex.
Thanks, guys.
And
Thanks for all the sexual innuendos.
right, keeping it juicy.
Keep it juicy,
Oh,
baby.
yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. I'm Eddie Valley, and with me,
Bodacious Bodie.
And Devin. No, Juicy Josh.
We'll
I got it
see.
right.
You got it right this time. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Because like somebody.